Hey everyone, your girl is here. So coming to you guys today now, it is now 9:51. I only have 2,300. I just watched 10 minutes of part 2 of Dr. Phil. For part 2, like I just said, part 2 of Dr. Phil. 10 minutes of, I don't know why I had to think for a minute if I said that properly, because I did. Anyhow, guys, so like I said, I finished part 1 on Wednesday before work. So I'm going to finish part 2 here this morning, obviously taking it much slower with my steps. The average itch that I know had me up later last night, so it was till like after 1 that I fell asleep. I did resort towards that, so that has to be a strike. Like I said, you can't use the average itch to, you know, get away from strikes. So obviously except though for my step count, remember, 1 day is actually a check, so I have to add 1. Because if you guys remember when I watched Broke for my bridge to bridge run, remember how it said I only got like 600 some steps that day, but it registered the run? Didn't make any sense to me. So anyhow, I also last night watched then following my shower, I also watched the squeezing, right, of the, or two 9-year-olds had like a gun and all of that, and the police were there like 56 times, and then obviously I took it slower with my snack and everything, and obviously went and got my Powerball tickets after my shower, and my hair was dried and everything, and obviously my gram wanted to take her car for a drive, because you guys saw I was the first one to drive it, just because of the road that she didn't like. It was very, hectic to get there. So we took a drive, and then we got some subs and everything. So it was a very good night. But I did also, like I said, just have terrible issues all night. Extremely bad cramps. You can just kind of see I'm still like, my body's like wants to hold on to the warmth. I have that a lot when I get the lower back pain. So anyhow, guys, that is pretty much does it for today. My my Instagram is now public. There are some things on there, obviously, that share the location of the place, but like I said, everybody is far gone from there, so that's also good. For a lot of different things, but I wasn't going to go back through, and obviously I don't even have the photos anymore, and I don't know how to edit a photo that's already there. I did have to take out just 2 photos that were just a little bit too much, honestly, so, but that was only on 2 posts out of my entire 1,033 posts, so I will start to continue switching to like, here and there posting, casual posting. Some of it still might be different, some of it still might be the same. A lot of the shorts I transferred didn't transfer whenever I made my YouTube page here last March. So that means that I had my, well, it was obviously once I broke my collarbone, so August of 23, maybe even a little bit before that. Maybe it was like April of 23. So there's like a whole entire year of stuff that was on my YouTube page, which obviously started my YouTube page March 2nd of 24 at my Pirates run in Harrisburg. So, yeah, like I said, guys, I hope everybody enjoys, all of the stuff. Like I said, there is some differences. So, and everything, like I said, is, far long gone. Everybody's definitely out of the system, so, and, I was obviously very, very, very far back, because, like, the paper schedule went back, like, 3 weeks, and then after that, I don't remember the actual app itself, but again, none of my followers, unless by chance one of them is a follower, knows that you can't go back in time and see like who was working that shift, and what color was, the sports, right? And all of that. Or was it even a sports? What kind of sports bra was it? Was it lace? Was it racerback? Again, I'm not going to say, even though it's been a long time and all the paper copies are thrown out and everything. And I think once you're out of the system too, like the days that you worked are also unable to be achieved or seen by pretty much anyone. Because I know like some apps and things, like you can see who you're working with that day. I know my current job is like that. I was confused whenever I looked at it one time. I was like, oh, okay, cool. It doesn't, they're all really, really good and laid back and easy to get along with. So, and not just like, oh my god, I'm working with them. Oh my gosh. No, okay, I don't do that. So, anyhow, guys, like I said, that is my little intro. So go ahead and make sure you check it out. It's simple. It's just my name. So, yeah, go ahead and find it. It has me in my yellow leggings doing this. So, it's definitely a very good time. So, and yeah, there's lots of stuff, like I said, that's on here, or that isn't on here, that's on there. So, it'll be definitely a fun time for you guys, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, so just IG my name and go from there. So yeah, guys, like I said, I'm gonna finish and then take it super easy because of the average itch. So now I'm up at number 6, and for my strikes, number 7 actually that makes, oh my gosh, guys, oh my gosh. So I can only do 1 a month. Really, in essence, I can only do 1 a month if I want to meet my goal. Yikes, guys, that's crazy. Because remember, like I said, once I hit number 5, I was going to do number 6 in the middle of, in the first week of August, the week after, so the 4th, my bad, the 4th. Because I remember my first run was Wild Wednesday on the 6th, and then I had 3 runs in between then, and then it was the 21st, that Friday, Freaky Friday. So I'm trying to look at a calendar and remember things off the top of my head, the numbers, but I can't seem to do that right now. But I know it was Wednesday, and then it was the following Friday, because I took a week off, and then that following Friday, I was like, can I do it again? And I did do it again, guys. So yeah, that pretty much does it for today. But like I said, we'll just take it easy here today, and deal with the average itch. But like I said, now that, that number 7 was going to be number 7, but then I said no, I thought about it. I was like, well, it was, 3 days again, so we're not going to take that as a strike. So I'm actually at number 7 now, as of last night. And one of the strikes from this year on steps goes to the average itch that I know. So, anyhow, guys, thanks for watching, and I will talk to everyone later.
Is he making
Hey everyone, your girl is here. So coming to you guys today. Does the area look familiar? Oh yes it should, guys. I know I said I probably wouldn't come down to my old locations, general area, and go for a walk this fall, but hey, I'm allowed to be in here too. I'm just in the shoes of the other people when I used to live closer to here, that were four-wheelering out here. So anyhow, guys, coming to you guys today now. Holy cow, things have definitely changed for sure. Like I said, I'm in my outfit that I'm going to be wearing more of this year. Obviously, like I said, my pale green. I'm going to wear that more this year. You guys can obviously see, look at how something happened to that tree for real. But holy cow, guys, this is so cool. Oh, guys, look, right off the bat, I think that it's a four-wheeler trail, but it's not. It's actually a deer trail. But look, I mean, it looks like a freaking racetrack. It looks like they just run through here. But anyhow, guys, like I said, my video today was only around 9 minutes long, and I didn't want all of that, so I just decided to, you know, yeah, because I added my 2 pictures. I kind of believe you guys ended where shortly after Raystown Lake. I think it was where that following day on Tuesday, whenever she said, "Well, I don't chat for free, so give me $400." I think that's where I ended with you guys. So I want to make sure I end that. Holy cow, guys! Look at all the new downed trees. See, obviously, no, never mind. That's new over there. But I think that's about it, honestly. Oh, there's those. And here's where I stood, remember, in the winter time, and I did my, that was so fun, guys. But like I said, guys, I have to find a new location. See, and it's so hard to tell if this is like people turning around or if this is like wind damage or what it is. But it's definitely very, very fun out here, guys. So I definitely have to find a place to put it. I still have a lot of time thinking about it. So yeah, like I said, even with my symptoms and everything today, decided to take it easier. But I still got my steps. I was only at like 10,000 at like, I think it was almost like, no, it was 2, not 220. But yeah, it was definitely later this year for sure. Yeah, guys, it doesn't look like much has changed out here. Yeah, that's where I remember that where I put it, and then I said, "Oh, could you imagine the bang or something like that?" No, that was where I shared that if I did, it would be like 2 whole, or I've had that happen to me like 2 times. That's what it was, guys. So, oh my god, guys, I can hardly believe it. That's crazy, guys. Yeah, it doesn't look like many people have been out here. Oh my god, guys, this is so cute. I am so freaking cute like this. Oh my god. I love my messy buns. And the cool part about it is I have so much hair, you don't even know there's like a clip. Because like I said, messy buns, you have to really perfect, you know, your twisting and wrapping around and everything. So obviously I don't do those much, but you guys have seen before. I do pretty decent, I would say. So the little PD River has evaporated, guys. Yeah, that's so weird. A person like mowed into here and then they just kind of ended. So I'll definitely have to find a newer spot. Since it doesn't seem like many people are out here for now. I'll also have to check with the hunting things, like the game commissions, like rules and everything, and see when hunting season is. Because that's the only thing about a trail cam in the fall time, is obviously, oh my god, look at that, guys. Obviously a trail cam in the fall time is, and look, guys, this is where I had my keys, by the way. There we go. Now, know? And I just gotta pull these up just a little bit. Like I said, with these, it's almost like no matter how taut you get them. See? Like, even there, it really looked oblong. That probably looks more, yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, but that's not again the purpose, but I like to keep everything good. I thought that was somebody that I was like, oh my god. It's just one of those. So I'll do my lookout or my welcome to. Or maybe like, so there's only 3 official days until the, you know, until September 1st, which is Labor Day. So maybe I'll do like 3 days and then be like, yeah. Days, and then whenever I come back through here, I'll be like 3, and then I'll draw like a W with my fingers like this. I'll be like 3-week difference. What? Or like, well, no, because then that's, you know, again, there's one in every crowd, so, right? Usually it's 2 fingers if you're doing that stuff. But like this, like 3 weeks. Oh my god, that's how the difference. Yeah, this is just for my own. Holy cow. Yes. If that was good for me, then I'll just, but holy cow. I mean, I could hardly see it from where I was, so. One second here. There we go. Alright guys, so like I said, I could hardly see it. But it's hard to see it from a mile away in these. At least when you're, you know, you have the sun glaring and bouncing around you. But when no sun is glaring and bouncing around you, you know, you can usually see it from a mile away. Or especially if the sun is on you big time, you can see it from a mile away. And you guys saw that with my purple. Trying to think, maybe I could go up to my yellow blanket. And I know you guys saw that last year. Or, I could bring it out further. What the heck is all this digging around here, guys? Is that like squirrels or something? I'm really curious about what it is, guys. What could that be? But then also it's going to be hard because I'm not as close anymore. So I don't know, like, you know, 10 miles up the road or however many miles it was. Like I said, I'm not going to say how far my old place was from here. They went deer. 1, 2. Oh my god. Hang on, guys. Nope, guys. I even tried to walk up slowly, right? Like I shared with you guys before, and you saw on my page, right? If you don't spook them too bad, you know, they'll come right back out. Groundhogs and deer. Not coyotes, though. Coyotes aren't stupid, you know? You don't get to stay at the top of the food chain by being stupid. That's for sure. Just like the, video I shared, or I know I actually never shared it when we were at the car dealership. I didn't know who the person was, not including here at the end, but he said, life is good. It's worse if you're stupid or something like that. And I was like, well, who is that? And then my grandma's like, oh, that's John Wayne, honey. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know that. And I think, isn't John Wayne like big in like, isn't John Wayne, didn't he used to be like a country singer? No, that's Joe Diffie and like Conway Twitty, like Merle Haggard. There's also, oh, George Jones, yeah. Those kind of really old. My gram, obviously. Jeez, I'm trying to get this right, guys, so I'm not going to be able to. There we go. I'm trying to do you guys with my right hand. I'm not going to be able to. So obviously that's, you know, back in my gram's time. And my gram also likes George Strait. It's obviously different for her. Or, I'm sorry, she likes those who aren't like really, really loud and like boisterous. So for example, she doesn't like, let's say, I think it's like for example, I've heard a lot of people say that Jason Aldean concerts are good. It's just, you know, he doesn't really get up and sing, right? He just kind of stands there and sings. But Luke Bryan, right, gets everybody involved and can just be really, really, really fun for Luke Bryan. So I think, guys, what I'm going to do, I don't think I ever showed you guys the photos. That's obviously where those trees are, where the tree to the left goes, that tree up there in the sunlight. That is where I picked my berries. Obviously right there I just showed you guys is where I sat last year. This is about the approximate area that the deer came. Now with the only thing with trail cameras is you can't put them, you know, you can't, for example, if something is in front of it and it's so close to in front of it, it will literally like show up just white everywhere. So you would almost have to cut something out of there, but at that point it wouldn't make it look natural unless like you cut it down and then you jarred both ends up. So jarred this end up and just made it look like it split like that naturally. Or, guys, you can also, because that tree is low enough, there it went again. There went that fawn. Guys, this is where they're bedding. So, with that being said, I could put it there, but then, like I said, this would appear very, very, very white. And if I put it up so high, I'm not getting what I want. So, with that being said, guys, oh, guys, look, this looks perfect. Instead of risking it, right, because you really don't know, put it in this corner, and if I'm strong enough, so look, guys, oh my God, no way, oh my God, wait, hold on, wait, is it gonna let me do it? No, maybe it'll let me do it here, because I'm hoping you guys can see it. I can set you guys up and you guys can see it or something. Now that looks man-made. To make it look natural, guys. Well, not really necessarily. Or guys, how about this? No, because then that's very, very low and it's right in line with this. Wait, no. Let me see if, no, my fingers aren't strong enough for just that. I'm gonna try to put you guys, like, there we go. Awesome, guys. So, we're gonna see if I can move this finally. Just put that down there. No, guys, so look, right here is what I was talking about. I actually can't see it from there, and I can't move it. I'm not quite that strong. But look, guys. This is what I was talking about. See, I was thinking about trying to lift that up and then put that. But this tree is also at a slant, and it's also dead. So how about we don't, and we say we did, guys. I didn't even realize that. That's a good way to have my first trail cam ruined by a tree, and the tree that fell is the tree, you know, like I said before, I've had two go like right in front of it. Alyssa, wonderful. Alright guys, so, we'll change this up a little bit. I'll find one here, guys. Perfect. See guys, if only there was like a tree like right there, right where that log has fallen over. Because guys, it looks like there might be a stream, but it looks like they may also try to come through here. Obviously that would stick out like a sore thumb. If I tried to loop it around that one log there. Alright guys, I think I found out what I'm gonna do. There appears to be a lot of natural looking stuff. It's obviously out of the range of where I came through. And like I said, I don't know how many other people, you know, make their way through here. And since I can't get to it, you know, as often and everything, how about this, guys, right there. So come up in here. Oh guys, look out there, it points right towards the field. So put it on this tree and point it out that way. Or trying to catch them coming up over the bend. I like this way, guys. You could catch some really good action too. You know, I mean, you never really know what's gonna crawl up there. And why it may or may not crawl up there. So, or guys, how about this? I could get really fancy and put it right where, you guys see those two brown marks, and then there's that long branch off that vine. I could put it down there and have a straight shot out through here. Yeah, guys. Because, like, look at all the different, I mean, it looks like a lot of animals roam through here. So, and obviously this is where I saw them come from, so they're probably not gonna take the same way in and out every time. So yeah, guys, let me go ahead and get this in here, and then I'll be right back with you guys. Hey everyone, your girl is here, so coming to you guys today now, later on. So I obviously broke one there. I obviously have really, really good triceps from my push-ups, which is good. You guys can see I almost threw it up over that entire log. You can see it right there. It came falling down there. This one here, no, I'm sorry. I don't know. It hit one of those, like way in there, or that big tall one. No, this one was the second one. My apologies. But then I got to thinking,
down there, this looks natural, so to say, as a deer. But then I walked over there, and I saw there was the gap. I saw from here, like I could tell, and I was like, well, if I put it up here, how am I gonna, because the trail, that instead of cutting my way that I have been, if you cut here, it goes up to here, and it's on the back side of this. So I was like, wait, it's a Freaky Friday, so why don't I do exactly what I did last year, right? And everybody knows what I did last year. I made it look very natural, right? And I spiraled the green leaves around it. So I said, why not just have a deer bed here? And why don't I test my skills? Or, I'm sorry, the average person, right, who doesn't know that I'm here, or that I've been here, right? Ooh, almost grabbed right on there. Alright guys, so watch this. All I had to do, and I hope you guys can see this. There we go, wait. Oh my god, you guys are going to get to see it, no way. Okay, so look, right there. Now watch this. Thanks to my push-ups and everything. I still have to, I call that my really using my muscles when I squeal like that. And I go, I sound like a dying rabbit. But here. So bring it up through here, right? And then bring it at an angle. And then see, just like that, guys, look. Now here's the head of the camera, the infrared. And you guys can see, look, nothing really in its way except this. So let me put you guys where the phone is. Or you guys will just have to bend down, I guess, yeah. So you guys won't be able to see this. But I'm gonna, like I said, make it look natural. So this is a Freaky Friday. I have to like twist it around, guys. And then I don't have any nails left. There we go, guys, look. This one is no longer in the way. Here it is, guys. So now, guys, this is great. A great way to get me up in my time. I really like it, guys. Here. Will you guys... Oh my god, guys, look at that dead bug. Ew. It's disgusting. Alright, guys, you guys wait. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So if I probably tear it right here. So what you have to do, guys, you have to grab it, then you have to start to bend it. And then just start twisting it. The other one I had to remove one of the thorns and get a decent grip and then poke my finger through it. But I'll eventually... Be quiet, Alyssa. There we go. Awesome, guys. Look at that. I did just get a little thing in my... But that's fine. Actually, guys, I'm going to take this down just one more. Or, guys, how about this instead? To make it look natural, bring it into here, and then try to flip it back. and it'll just stay all lined up. Oh my god, guys, look. Alright guys, let's look at it. Whoa! God, Alyssa. You can't be taking big steps like that. So let's go down here by this tree. You'll really, really, really make people know that this isn't... You don't want to make it look to other people man-made, right? You don't want it to stick out like a sore thumb. You want to try to make it look as natural that anybody who's clueless coming through here has no idea. And guys, I think I did it. Look. So my range will probably be out to like here. Oh yeah, here it is, guys. Here's that stick. Like I said, I almost threw it the whole way over from way back there. My triceps and push-ups are working it, guys. But yeah, guys, like I said, look. You have no idea. You know, if you were just rumming through here, you know, you would just see the black in the elbow, the black in the elbow. You would just see all those vines. Your eyes would probably gravitate towards the vines below. You would just see a whole bunch of just fallen overness if you're not really, really looking. And there we go, guys. So this will be a Freaky Friday. And I'm not really sure how to relate it back. But obviously, like I said, you guys know. Last year, around this time, actually I think it was about a month and a half later. Well, I think it was actually at the end of September, early October, is when I did my, so yeah, holy cow. Oh my god, I can't believe I got it. Look. And you know, deer are about as tall as me. And I know when you're trying to get like coyotes and stuff, they always say like, put it at your stomach, right, your belly button, and pull back. So holy cow, guys, that was a good adventure. Freaky Friday. Because like I said, oh, there's a toad in there. Because like I said, guys, I haven't had a try an FBI job Tuesday. And now I finally just did. But it was on a Friday, so it's a Freaky Friday. But it's also a freaky year because of all the Freaky Fridays, first off, and because I'm so strange that I'm doing them again, right? Like, without even trying, right? Like, I had too confused on the title, right? I did have two firsts of my entire page. But yeah, I want to get out of here quickly. But guys, I can hardly believe that. So walking back, I'm just gonna meander through here. Those bushes and shrubs won't move much, and then there's not really much for me to move. Footprints will be very hard to tell if they're fresh and new. This grass might actually just grow up really, really soon. So anyhow, guys, I will end this film, get the camera started. I will probably just loop those straps behind it and get it in like a ball, and then, like I said, use my good power that I have. Hey, I mean, it's decent, guys. It's not like top of the line. It's pretty good, guys. So yeah, like I said, use that, and then holy cow, guys, I can't believe I got it. And then just grab my pepper spray and keys, and silent like a fox, just meander on out of here. So anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. There wasn't really any additions or anything to really add, so because I've just kind of covered them. So I'll just add this to today's video, get it producing, going home, and then start it after dinner while I'm in the shower. So anyhow, guys, thanks for watching so much. And like I said, these also blend in really, really good too. And maybe not. Even after my, yeah, even after my, they're all hidden, which is good. Because obviously sometimes if you have on my thongs that I had when I had on my pink, that little wrinkle can And depending on what wrinkles you have, right, if there's maybe an overflap or something, well then you have, you know, it getting all stuck, you know, when you take those big steps. So it's more of a gusset check then. But no, I'm pretty good here. So anyhow, guys, thanks again for watching. I'll talk to everyone like, oh my god, I love that right there. This will be my thumbnail. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later. Actual time 4:25. So just remember when I'm looking through these videos to go 3 hours, you know, the actual time was 3 hours later from what the time in the video says. Because I'm not going to take time to do that. I got to take time to get out of here, guys. Now get out of here very quietly. And don't stop leaving scent. Here we go, guys. I'm so excited to see. I'm going to wait 1 week. Actually, 5 days. 5 days, okay? So on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, on Wednesday, we'll come back for a Wild Wednesday. Then we try an F.B.I. job Tuesday on a Friday because of all the Freaky Fridays this year has finally worked. Oh my god. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So coming to you guys today. Now I'm officially home. It's definitely different, like I said. You know, having Graham around to start things earlier. Because tonight we're gonna have some chicken, some stovetop, and some Bob Evans mashed potatoes. So very excited about that. I'm about to sit down on my brand new, and only sit down because I haven't taken a shower yet. And this is brand new sheets. You guys can see brand new made bed. But I'm going to share, like I said, what I wanted, and that was what I'm having for dinner. So now I'm gonna figure out where exactly did I end with the OnlyFans conversation, add those in, and then just produce it. So anyhow, guys, talk to you guys later. Have a good day tomorrow. Probably maybe no video from me, but maybe a video. So anyhow, guys, talk to you guys later. Hey everyone, your girl is here, so I forgot to share. It was actually called Roanoke Rapids. And it's actually pronounced Roanoke. I don't know why I said Roanoke. It's Roanoke, guys. Anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later.